Welcome to 602 Rose Show, your source for everything fantasy, Bachelor and Bachelorette. This is going to be Clayton's night one picks. So the way that season long works is that season long won't get going until week 2 of the show. Week 1, however, with all the women being introduced in the mansion and doing whatever ridiculous shticks they think can make them stand out, we do weekly picks for that. So out of 30, we need 6. Megan, they're all priced this week, so you can take whoever you want. Everyone at the same price point. You can pick any 6 girls that you want out of the 30, 31, however many they have listed.
I actually think it's 33. Maybe. But this is also our first episode filmed in 2022.
That's true. That's true. And for anyone new to the format, there will be spoilers in here.
Yeah.
Not only for night 1, but probably for the whole season. So if you're trying to stay away from spoilers, you should probably turn this episode off.
We're going to try to, I think, abstain from the season-long spoiler for this one.
Oh. I can try. I can try. A lot of my picks are, yeah, we can try.
You don't have to say what you think their outcome's going to be. You can just say, I think they last a while.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
It'd be a good exercise, guys.
For Rose League, a few scoring updates. I think we've got them all. If we don't, we don't. Check your format, check your scoring. It's your responsibility, not ours. But for Rose League, couple additions. One is using time with the Bachelor to talk about other girls. It's going to cost you 3 points every time that happens. If anyone rejects a rose, which we've seen some previews suggesting it might happen, that's going to be negative 5 points. And insulting our dear sweet Bachelor will also be negative 5 points. A couple categories.
There's also a new one that I believe it's new to Rose League, is giving a prompt or gift to the Bachelor. That's where
that one was in there. That one was in there.
Was that? Clearly, that really impacted my choices last season, guys.
Yeah, Brandon got a bunch of points off of that one.
Okay.
Because he always had some sort of gift, even if it was swim trunks for Michelle's dad.
Yeah. Well, Rick would have gotten a lot of points for that one too.
I believe so. Yeah, that one was in there.
Okay. Well.
Talking about a future together and snitching on other contestants to the Bachelor have been removed. That one's kind of rolled up into the using time to talk about other contestants. But those are the big changes. So we will each have 6 picks. Again, this is Rose League weekly leagues. So this is just one-off picks. Generally speaking, you want to make sure you have the first impression rose. And you don't want to have anyone who's sent home.
Yeah, that's bare minimum for this episode.
Yeah, again, check your scoring, because if someone gets sent home in a volatile way, maybe. Not saying that happens on this first episode, but if someone gets sent home in a volatile way, it might be worth it depending on your scoring. I can tell you the person that we're thinly referencing here, I do not have in my lineup.
Yeah, I don't care.
Because I don't think there's enough points there. Like I said, we've talked several times about risk reward.
Yeah.
But understand your scoring, know what might happen. Watch your spoilers.
Yeah, I'd actually say that this episode coming in with spoilers and stuff, there seems to be 2 girls who you could bank on for drama purposes, but who I don't think either of us have in our lineup.
The previews have been pretty thin. They've been releasing a couple times a day, just kind of like little snippets, and it wasn't anything too interesting.
I mean, I guess when I say spoilers, I'm talking, our favorite spoiler channels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That would be some of that in-depth review that we don't do. I mean, we just kind of do this off the cuff, right? I make my picks 3 seconds before we film.
Pure gut instinct.
So Megan, we have some overlap in our picks here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you go ahead and go first
Okay.
and name one of your picks if you would pull from the four that we share.
Okay, I'll do
And
that.
we'll kind of tackle those four girls one at a time.
Well, so I'll go off of one of the points that you said earlier. So at this point, I think it's out there as far as a spoiler goes, that our first impression rose is going to Teddy. And so both of us have Teddy in our lineup, and I'm assuming that's why you put her in as well. Because yeah, as far as the information that I've been looking at and seeing and hearing, it looks like she gets first impression rose and then obviously continues on.
They actually just dropped a preview maybe 2 hours ago of the girls freaking out because he's making out with Teddy. So
also potentially for makeout, which
yeah, we got some points there, and as Megan said, we know she gets the first impression rose. So Ohio State is getting just worked right now. The Rose Bowl for 602 Rose show.
Yeah.
97-yard touchdown return for Utah. Anyway, yes, I also have Teddy. I will tell you, my next up is Shanae.
Yeah.
And what we've seen in some of the previews, Shanae gets somewhat of a villain edit, it seems. A lot of drama, a lot of tears. But you also know she moves on past night one. I've also seen some footage of her entrance, and I'm hoping that we can garner just a little bit of excitement, maybe a couple points. But I know you have her as well.
Yeah, no, I have her for the same reason. She seems to be one of the drama people, and she seems to be, from the information I've gotten about her villain edit, it seems like she tends to be a very boisterous person. And so I'm hoping that even in night one, we see some of that coming out and get some of those maybe like drama points from her. So yes, she is in my lineup.
Who do you have up next here?
Okay, let's see if I can remember one of the other girls that we have in common. Rachel. I have Rachel.
Yes.
We both have Rachel. I put Rachel in because I know that she's moving on, and that is my only reasoning.
That's fair. I also have not seen a whole lot from her, but we know kind of her depth of competition. So just for that reason alone, I'm hoping for an edit pull that works.
Yeah.
I'll transition right to our fourth shared pick. It's Susie. And I've got Susie for exactly the same reasons. We know her depth of competition. I know she moves on. Good for a rose.
Yep. Same. And then we move to our two not in common. And my rationale for actually including both of them is the same rationale. So I know that both of them move on and that they go pretty far in the competition. And so I have them in, again, with the expectation that maybe we'll see some of that instant chemistry tonight.
And you'll see it on your screen, but Serene and Gabby are Megan's two picks there. I went Genevieve and Kira for different reasons. We know Kira doesn't go real deep in the season, but I know she moves on. She has what we'll call one of the more aggressive entrances.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that parlays into points. Genevieve, the other half of this villain combo with Shanae. And Genevieve, a little bit deeper into the contest. But again, nothing footage-wise from night one that makes her stand out over anyone else. No, she moves on. And we know that she's going to have a villain, quasi-villain, or victim edit. So that's why she made my list there.
Yeah. Well, and I will say, I mean, obviously we're filming this on Saturday night. And so there's still, like 40 hours before picks are solidified. One of the girls I am considering to add to my lineup is another girl that Shanae gets into beef with, supposedly. And it's early drama. And so I am contemplating putting her in just for that potential like night one drama.
And really, that's what it is, guys. It's a 2-hour episode. You have to bank on people that move on. So your pick should always include those roses. Like we said, there might be some scoring system or setup where you want someone that goes home. Usually not the case. There's if you look at your point scoring categories, usually getting that rose is going to outweigh everything else. But understand your scoring, know what's going on there. As Megan said, we reserve the right to change our picks up until kickoff at 7 p.m. on Monday. We've done a pretty good job locking these in. I think Megan's made a couple last minute changes, but
yes, the two of us, I think I'm the more likely to make last minute changes.
Watch the Instagram account. Watch the previews that they're dumping out. Anything that you see in there might be what tips the scale for you one way or another. Again, at least for Rose League, everyone's priced exactly the same. You can pick any 6 girls that you want and get them all into your lineup this week. So really, it's your sleuthing. It's what you want to put out there. There's nothing artificially restricting your ability to pick whoever you want. So night one, exciting night. It's the kickoff night. There's not any football on TV anymore, so there's nothing else to watch. Week 2, I am hearing, will be aired directly opposite the national championship game.
Okay.
So ABC, ESPN doing essentially whatever the hell they want all the time.
That's a hard choice for you to make.
We're moving a second TV back up into the living room.
Yeah. But so what are you going to end up doing shots for? That's really the question.
I mean, if it's on, it's on. Shot rules are shot rules, so it'll be both.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. It'll be interesting. Don't make any plans with me on the 11th of January. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
But hey, that's week 1 picks, guys. Like I said, we should be pretty close to these lineups. I know the 4 that we share probably just be locked in no matter what, and these other ones could potentially flex if you see something. But get your lineups in. Check the description of the video for the Rose League link to play with us and to play on the Rose League app in general. Again, Fantasizer season long will not start until week 2. So you don't have to worry about that quite yet. So get your Rose League picks in, any other games that you're playing. Make sure you understand what you're picking. But most leagues do include night 1. So get those in there. And hey, this should be a fun season. This should be a really fun season.
It should be, yeah. And I know that we have a couple of new players this season. So welcome. And I hope that you guys enjoy.
Make sure you like and subscribe. And thank you for joining us for 602 Row Show. We'll see you next time.